Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for the support of the channel. As always, good morning. You know what? Let's watch Mad Dog just run rampant in his 2801. Mad Dog is a fine purveyor of excellent replays. We haven't featured Mad Dog for a while, but he is in one of his favorite nations, the Germans, and he's going to have an absolute rage in his 2801. So we're going to go back to basics a little bit here, and we're going to talk about those mid-tier scouts that a lot of you newer players are starting to get into, and potentially even players who've been around for a while who have ignored scouts because they can be kind of difficult to use. But he's bottom tier, so we're going to talk about it. And he is on El Numero Uno, Himmelskova, Prokhorovka. Prokhorovka, one of the best scout maps, one of the best maps actually in the game, totally, man. But he's going to do this with style and panache and mad dogginess. All right, mad dogginess. That's what he's going to do. Spawned into the south. He's on an encounter mode. That does change up the way this map plays just a little bit. 1-2 line is not as important or campy sometimes on encounter. Sometimes you have the whole team go over there and forget it's encounter, and your team sits on the 1-2 line, and then you get capped out. That's always 2 thumbs up from Guido. So much fun when that happens. But Mad Dog is getting right into the business of it. All right, right into the business of it. Let's talk about what he knows right now. Very interesting. Unless something was fast enough and tucked up under here, nobody is coming to the 5-6 line as of right now. So he made another little jink. I wonder if he was thinking that. Great minds think alike. Let me fix my hair. It's a little bit messed up. You get that wispy hair when you get older, you know, the little... Such a bummer. Such a bummer. Maybe when I make my millions off of World of Tanks, I'll get some hair plugs or something. It's not a bad idea, do you think? Or is that a bad idea? I think it's not a bad idea. It's not a great idea either, though, is it? I mean, I have pretty good hair for an old guy, to be honest with you. Mad Dog has not won the game yet. He is working on it. Still nobody on the 5-6 line. We'll see what he ends up doing with that. There is a feller up there. There's a Cromwell B, fast tank, and he takes out the Cromwell B on Mad Dog's side, and Mad Dog has a little something to say about that. Puts a thump on him there. Little lead fire, goes ahead and takes a blind shot. Nicely done. Notice how he takes that shot and he just moves on. He's like, work's here done, let's move. My work here is done. He was kind of high on that ridge, very surprising, but the enemy team didn't put anybody on the 5-6 line. I'm telling you folks, it's not a great idea. You cannot ignore the 5-6 line from either side, even with artillery. And there are 2 artillery on each side. And that's probably the most common complaint that I get. Well, I don't go 5-6 line because I don't want to get hit by arty. Well, do you want to win? Sometimes you got to get hit by artillery to win. Not like you go out looking for it, going, hey, artillery, Guido says you have to hit me and then I can win. No, that is not the point at all. But sometimes you've got to go to the place that matters despite the artillery. Despite the artillery. Not a factor really for a scout because the 2801 it can rage around. Relatively mobile, especially if it gets up to speed. It does take it a while to kind of get going, and it's not super maneuverable, but it's not bad either. I was looking at... Oh, Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. Mad Dog is not impressed with the positioning of the T-29, nor is anyone else. Shot goes into there. Now he finds the WZ. Actually, that has a fairly soft side, but he ducks down a little bit where the undulations cover up the side of the hole. So we've got a pretty good push up on the east hill. Don't have to worry about that too much. Not a lot going on the 1-2 line. The TDs are quite far back there. Now, this ends up being a big game. All right, a big game. We're talking 1,400 experience. So I think we're just getting started here. T50 is certainly something we can pen, especially from the side. Thought he was going to go right at him. We're going to try to poke one at the turret. He backs out. Mad Dog moves back, looking for maybe some shots. The Stare and the Su-100 are not on the right side or the correct side. What is that? What is he doing? Oh, he's sitting back there firing. Okay. They are not on the correct side of the tracks or of the road. And look at the E-25s actually snuck up on him as well. So we got a definite situation developing right here. Mad Dog shuts down one of them. thinking about how he can get in there on the E25. The E25 is having his way with the Su-100, in addition to all the snipers back there. Mad Dog knows he has to get rid of this E25. He can't let this guy hang out back here. Here comes a Borovsk actually to come in and help him as well. So we're going to go ahead and shoot him down. Borovsk dodges the artillery shell from his own friendly artillery. Is there any actual friendly artillery? I don't think so. I don't think any artillery is actually friendly. Moves a little bit, then stops, starts firing. Down goes the 150, shuts that down. And about 1,000 combined so far in damage and spotting. But the game is relatively even, although I would say the other team has an advantage in that Mad Dog's team has lost an Indian Panzer, and they're getting pushed pretty hard over on the East Hill. That evens it up a bit. Tiger P goes down. Mad Dog just pushes right into these bushes. Screw it. Let's go. But I think one of the biggest weaknesses on the enemy team is the fact that they just didn't do anything in the middle. The Basante and the Cromwell kind of own this area right here. There's a 3001. Mad Dog's got a nice view on it. Put a little shot into the old turret-areno right there. Nice. Oh, he does get lit. How did he get lit? Okay, maybe somebody else is nearer. Should not have been lit by the 3001. I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe that guy that was right there. The stairs coming at him. Get a little ramming damage or just dodge around. Okay. Okay. Slow turret. Slow. Oh, no. He, circled. Oh, the old circle. Oh, boy. Oof. That hurt. And we're down to a one-shot at 81. 1,385 damage, 1,557. The Borovsk comes screaming through. Now, he has a low hit point situation right there, so he can't get too aggressive. And Mad Dog's going to continue. So what he's doing now is he's going to try to clean up the 1-2 line. But if we count noses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means there's 1 unaccounted for tank and 2 artillery. So it looks like Mad Dog wants to figure that out. Oh, check it out. There it is. We'll just back out of it. We did not get spotted. The artillery is dying wholesale. The T-29 is doing what? Nobody knows. Wandering around. Hold on. What is? Where is this guy? Oh, finally. Is he going to fire? And there we go. We took a shot. Excellent. Good job, T-29. One of the arties is dead. It continues to work through the bushes. Notice, guys, he is working through the road, although he kind of gave up on that. That actually surprised me, Mad Dog, that you went that direction, to be honest. That was a bit surprising. I thought maybe you could use the bushes and not take such a risky line on that. You'll have to let us know down in the description. Maybe you just didn't want to walk up in front of them through the bushes. That can happen. Sometimes they'll outspot you depending on where the bushes are. Or you get the mutual spot of both of you at proxy spotting range before you can see them. So it may have been that he didn't want to just walk right into them. That is my only guess for that, to be honest. The Su-100Y is dead. He does not find the Hummel. And now we've got the KPZ. KPZ is trouble. Pretty easily pop over and nail Mad Dog. But Mad Dog does not care. He gives no Fs, and on he goes into the spawn area. And the team has a pretty comfortable advantage now with 5,000 damage and 2,500 on the other team. Oh, the ram would have been fun, but it probably would have killed you. Another shot into the Hummel. Here comes the arty naturally, because, you know, the scout doesn't have it handled. Borovsk snakes another. The Borovsk. The Borovsk is making an absolute career of shooting guys that you spot and raging in while you're fighting them. That's absolutely fantastic. 2,000 damage, 2,256 assists, 2 kills. Did I mention that this is a 1,400 assist game? Oh, look at this dude. He's just raging. He wants to kill the Borovsk. Somebody got the Borovsk. Who got? Oh, the RPZ got it. Or the KPZ-07RH. Mad Dog's looking for an opportunity to come around and get a little bit more damage. 2,300 assists, 2,300 damage done. That is a lot of damage for a little scout like the 2801. Popping how much alpha on this thing? Is it less than 100? Hold on now. Hold the phone. What is it? 110. So not quite less than 100. One more shot for damage. There we go. 106. And the arty finishes that guy off. And then somebody shoots us or some such thing. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, your T-29 friend has showed up. You had a couple shadows in this game there, Mad Dog. You had a couple shadows. 3 kills, 2,300 damage, 2,400 assists, ace mastery, first mark, 1,400 experience, and really just a clinic on running a scout on this map. The first drive across the ridge, gathering some SA, and I think the most important thing he figured out there was that there probably wasn't anybody on the 5-6 line. He confirmed it a couple times. Then he worked the 1-2 line. He had plenty of guys over on the other side. There was really no need for him over there. He went where he was needed, helped his TDs, and eventually the T-29, the Barras, the 2 TDs died because they were back in the corner, but was able to break down that push that was coming and then carefully roll up the rest of the 1-2 line, switch across over to the east side, kill the rest of the guys that are over there, flank everything, and it's over. Nicely done, man. Thanks for sending that in. A little back to basics with a mid-tier scout and Mad Dog putting on a clinic. That is all I've got. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see ya.